So now that we have a store, we need actually designs. We need to think of what designs you need to create. And this is probably the biggest hurdle of print-on-demand business that you can possibly have. And absolute majority of people are actually struggling a lot at this point. And today, my friends, we are going to be fixing this problem with the help of our trusty blackboard, and we're going to be using this to explain a bunch of different things. So this will not be a lecture about giving you, okay, this is the winning business, or this is the winning design, do that, or this is the winning design, do that, or things like that. We are going to be doing brainstorming together, coming up with a design, narrowing it down as much as possible to have a good idea of what you want to create. So let me just stop talking and let's just start doing. Okay, first, thinking about everything all at once in the design wise is incredibly difficult. What we will be doing here is just narrowing down as a smaller idea pool as possible. And first is to understand whether you want to create an evergreen content or seasonal, or rather trendy content. So what's the difference? So let's go and start. Let me just prepare this for myself because I need to put it down. So let's go with an evergreen, or you can call it just seasonal content as well. Again, my beautiful handwriting. So what's the difference between evergreen and the trendy content? So evergreen content, the type of content that is active and useful and buyable and sellable all the time, every day of the year, every month, every week, whether it's Christmas, whether it's summer, whether it's wherever you are, this is the evergreen content that can be sold all the time. Time is important. So timing is important. Evergreen content can be sold any time. So in this case, we are dividing our content into different zones, which is timing based. So basically, we are choosing our content based on timing. Evergreen content, sale time basically all the time, every day of the year. Seasonal or trendy content have very, very small time frame where this is actually a trendy topic where you can actually sell your t-shirts or your designs or whatever it is. To give you even more distinction, evergreen designs are relatable to more people because you're choosing a distinct group of people. They can be more targeted and they're easier to sell because it's the content that it's the designs that a lot more people will actually enjoy. But those designs are far more saturated. That means there are far more different designs in this niche, in evergreen niche, than in a trendy niche, because a lot more people have been doing this for a lot longer. That's why it's more saturated. While trendy content is a bit different, let's just go and explain what are the examples of an evergreen content. So it can be a year-based content, for example, a time-based content. Let me just explain. Based content. I will not be writing content because it will be just too much right for me. Let me just make the red right here. Time-based content is basically a t-shirt with the year on it. Let's say you can write a t-shirt, legends are born in 1992, let's say, or 90s kid, or you can write that most beautiful people were born in 1995. It's way too long. It's a bad design choice, but you understand. Or let's say legends are born in January. You can write something like this, or you can just write your own name like March Kid or something like that. Or I don't know, like something time-based, basically something the date-based, something that is based on timing. This is a type of evergreen designs. As an example, the kids born in 1994, they're not kids anymore, but still, kids born 1994 will be born 1994 until they're dead, right? It will be always trendy. This shirt will always be trendy because it's all about year. You can't just change the design based on the age of a demographic. Basically, the younger it is, more colorful you can make, older it is, more formal you can make them. But it's timing based. You can write the time based part is also an astrology, because astrology is very trendy topic, which is evergreen topic as well. And why it is trendy and why it is good one to sell is because I have nice G written here. It's very trendy because Usually people that love astrology, that are passionate in astrology, they're very passionate about that, and they usually buy this topic. Or you can just create a cool Capricorn design, or you can create cool Libra design, or things like that. This will be always trendy, but again, because it's evergreen content, it will be a bit saturated and difficult to sell. But if you can sell it, oh boy, you're gonna sell it a lot. Another one of the evergreen designs can be a lifestyle base. For example, you can let me just write lifestyle for you to just visualize it. Lifestyle, it can be, well, this one. It can be all about I don't know, like your profession. Like, let's say a lawyer. You can just write something like coolest lawyer in the world, or you can I don't know, lifestyle. It can be even a position in a family, like for the best mom in the world. Mom is a lifestyle position, basically. This is like a profession. I know it sounds like bad, but moms are doing a great job. It's a job to raise a good kid. You can do for the dads, or you can do for the sons and daughters, for the best son in the world, or for the best brother in the world, or for the best girlfriend in the world. It's a lifestyle position, basically. This is where you are in your life, and you can be doing this as well. And this is an evergreen content as well. There always be girlfriends, there always will be mothers, there always will be grandpas, there always will be, I don't know, daughters and sons. These are evergreen content. You can put this as one. Another example which is great and which sells quite a lot, and despite being an evergreen content, it is not as saturated depending on what you choose, is the location-based design. Location-based designs is the design that prominently features the locations. You have seen a lot of t-shirts with the New York on it. You have seen a lot of t-shirts probably outside with an LA on it, or Paris, or things like that. These are very cool designs, and this is a location-based evergreen content. What you can use instead is find small towns, rural areas that not a lot of people are actually living, and you can create the design based on the city name. Like, let's say, I don't know, like a very small city name and state name in US if you're doing, or if you're doing it UK, you can write a county name and the small town name and things like that, or the best people live here, or best pubs in the world, or things like that. You can write the location based, and it's better to target this very, very small places, very small population places, and target them through ads and things like that. And this is just a small tip for you. You can use types of t-shirts sell a lot as well. So this is an evergreen types, and there can be a bunch of different evergreen types of content, evergreen designs. These are just smaller examples. But now let's move to the trendy and seasonal content. Trendy and seasonal content right here. This is where money is. This is where people are gaining the most amount of money in a least amount of time. If you want a stable business, you can focus on the evergreen content for more stable content, for more stable business, and for more stable money or things like that. It is much more stable in evergreen than in trendy. But trendy is hot. Trendy is a very, very hot content that a lot of people are wanting to buy, that a lot of people are talking about, and this is where the most amount of sales are made in the least amount of time. But this is also the most difficult to sell, because you have a very short amount of time, because trends in this day and age go away very quickly, very, very quickly. So you need to be very, very fast in that as well. And to give you ideas about the trends, it can be political events. A lot of people made a lot of money, are making a lot of money during US elections, basically targeting the political parties and their supporters, which is huge. And you can do the same for your own countries as well, or you can support a certain political figure or things like that, or you can support political stance as well. It doesn't matter what stance will be. You can support both stances, and you still can be making a huge amount of money. Probably you will be making double the amount of money, because you will be serving both camps, the ones that are for and the ones that are against. You can do that as well. It might sound bad, but it's business. You are serving them both. You can also look for not just political events, but let's say just a regular world events. Maybe there is a comet comet that is coming to Earth, maybe the, I don't know, solar eclipse. That can be just astronomical events that happens very once in lifetime. Maybe you can monetize that one as a designs. You can support, you can monetize designs like a leap year. Maybe it will be once in every 4 years. You can do the event that happens only once every 4 years. You can say the 29th of February, the day that I work. Things like that. You can say that, oh, you work only one day every 4 years. I know it's stupid design, but someone may buy it. You can do that as well, and the timing is extremely important right there. Or you can have like, my birthday is 29th of February, therefore I'm 4 years old, or things like that. You can do that as well. You can also focus on memes. Boy, memes. This is where money is right now. Memes sell huge, whether it will be the older memes or newer memes, especially newer memes. This is a huge thing where you can be making a lot of money. If you are a meme lord and you love a lot of memes, this is where you can monetize your passion. This is insanely powerful way to make quite a lot of revenue from the POD. This is just a small amount of trends that you can get, and if you want to get trends, I highly and if you are just not an individual who follows these trends and you just want to know where to get these trends, of course, always follow Reddit. Reddit is a huge place where you can get a huge amounts of trends. This is an insane place that you will be getting a lot of ideas for the trend events. Follow TikTok. Some people love it, some people hate it, but TikTok has a huge amount of trends, and especially if you are using TikTok for your marketing, this will be a huge place. You can follow just a YouTube if you want for the trends. Maybe follow the trending topic tab on YouTube, or maybe you follow your favorite creators who is following the trends. You can find smaller places like 9gag, for example. 9gag is a meme sharing website, basically. A platform that you can just go and share memes, and you can just see the different ideas. These are just smaller ideas that you can be focusing on. And as you can see, just in a second, we just narrowed down with a bunch of different things that you can focus on. Focus on the things that are closer to your heart. And there is one more division that we need to be making after all that is done right here. I know the lecture is a bit longer than usual, but we need to focus on that as well. And this is division of your content into two different types. You might come with you might have a good idea for your own design, but now you need to focus on the other thing, which is the type of design itself, and you need to be thinking about this now, because when you get to the building already, you already need to have an idea what you're creating. You can have two types, or rather three types of designs. It can be graphical design, or rather graphics if you want, and it can be text design. It's basically text only or mix of these two. These are the designs that you will be creating. These are the things that you need to focus on. You might have an idea, you might already know that you want to create, but these are the things that you need to focus on when you are creating a design. So what will it be? If you came up with some idea, whether it's a trendy topic or an evergreen content, yes, great. But what will it be? Will it be a text design? Will it be a graphical design? Or will it be the mix of those two? Just to give you a clear distinction of how they actually work, text designs usually are the easiest to create, but they're actually quite hard to do it properly, because you need to have amazing design, amazing text in order to succeed. Like in evergreen content, text content works insanely good. In trendy topics, not that much. Graphical content always works much better with a trendy one, and the mix works best with both of them. It doesn't matter what you'll do. Mixed graphics, mixed content will work always the best, and this is the most good idea to have, is to mix. But if you're just a beginner, you have no idea how to create the different graphics, focus on text first, because this will be the most difficult to sell but most easy to do, and it's better to crank out designs as quickly as possible at first, and then only focus on creating on graphicals or the mixed ones. Then after the text designs, you will be moving to the mix, maybe adding some graphical elements, and only latest you will be moving to graphical only design. So this is what you need to be focusing on. And yeah, use this screenshot if you want. You can just screenshot this image and just use it and save it for yourself. Use this screenshot for you to understand what you will be doing. This is basically exactly how you are choosing a design ideas. And yeah, this will be a good template for you to be starting on, because where should you start is probably the most difficult part in POD, and now this problem is basically solved for you. So this will be it for this lecture, and in the next lecture we'll actually be starting to move it already creating of the design. So I'm gonna see you in the next lecture.